you were talking about how important it is, that people have the support of people who care about them, around them. And how do you help people to maybe cope with or overcome trauma from the past that might actually be making them sick or preventing them from getting on a path of wellness?
Yeah. Well, you really hit on a topic that would take another whole half hour to talk about. But essentially, that's my approach. Is when I see a patient for the first time, I see him for 2 hours. And I have filled out a 7-page questionnaire, which asks them a lot of things that don't remotely have anything to do, or don't seem to have anything to do with cardiology. I ask them about, what was it like as a child? What was life like as an adult? What position were they in the family? So I ask them, what are their religious beliefs? What are their spiritual beliefs? What do they think of the future? Because trauma and stress are critically important in terms of what happens to us. Mm-hmm. In the end, it all is energy anyhow. Inflammation is energy. If we look at our bodies, we're essentially, we're not just a bunch of cells. Our cells are made up of atoms. If you look at an atom, you have the nucleus in the center. That actually has some mass, actually weighs. But the rest of the atom is space, mm-hmm. with these negatively charged electrons traveling in orbits around the nucleus. So if you look at an atom, it's mostly space. And we're made up of atoms. Everything's made up of atoms. The table's made up of atoms. Our mm-hmm. clothes are made of atoms. The chair, the world, the universe. But essentially it's space. And to put in perspective about an atom, if the nucleus were the size of a ping pong ball, the orbits of the electrons would be the size of a football field. So if I took all of your nuclei in your body, which actually have some mass, they're not necessarily solid, but they have some weight, they would fit on the head of a pin. And that's all there is to you that's solid. Mm-hmm. So we are essentially energy bodies, and energy matters. Thoughts are energy. Trauma is a severe form of negative energy. And the things that hurt us are negative energy. I oftentimes say when I give my talks or when I talk to patients that the most powerful influences on our energy of our atoms which essentially make up our bodies, are love and hate. Mm-hmm. And that if you were to measure your energy field, we all have an energy field because we're made up of atoms. If I measured your energy field and I wanted to see what influenced it, if I say I fed you nice, healthy food, organic food, and nice fresh water, and I wanted to see, did your energy field become more positive, which would be good, or more negative, which would be bad, it would become a little more positive. If I took you to McDonald's and fed you, become a little more negative. This is just one meal. If I hold the device there and I tell you to think of someone that you love and feel that intensely, the meter goes all the way over to positive. If I tell you to think of someone you hate and feel it just as intensely, it goes all the way over to negative. So lifestyle is very important, what we eat, whether we exercise, whether we can relax, but the things that have the most impact on our energy fields are emotions. Right. And actually it was Dean Ornish who showed plaque could go away. And he found that, diet, exercise, relaxation, very important, but the single strongest predictor of how long you're going to live and how healthy you will be your degree of intimacy. Not sexual, not romantic, but love of mankind, people who care about you that you care about. And it's this intimacy. So that obviously trauma is a very negative influence. If you don't deal with people's trauma, you don't give them even the opportunity to change their energy field.
Right.
Yeah.